Hi guys, this is Ben's RPG Pile, and this is our overview of the Grimmerzhul Trading Post, which is in the Thunderspire Labyrinth D&D 4th edition module. So we thought we'd take you through a quick walkthrough of how we built the trading post and what pieces we put in it and how we kind of put it together. And then we're going to show you the entrance to the Hornhold and our interpretation of that. So we're going to start with just a wide shot of the trading post right there. So this was built with Hearst Arts pieces, Dwarven Forge pieces, and then lots of little accessories, several of which we've already reviewed on the pile in our weekly blog. So we're just going to start with the entrance. So this is kind of the trading post from the city view. The guys come into the doorway right here, and then they kind of come right into the trading post. So used a lot of the Dwarven Forge Tavern set. Love those columns, those stone columns right there. Some of the bars set to make the counter. Lots of great doors in here, and then used what we've been using a lot of lately, and that is taking bits and pieces from the bit box. Forgive my shaky hand, guys. So there's some pieces right there. You'll see like that bow or that axe, and we get those from the bit box at Gamers Inn, and those are just pieces off of other miniatures. So we would kind of cut those off and then paint the bottoms where the piece was separated black. But you get kind of a nice shot there. There's a little shield, right? And then that's kind of just the move there. But basically just kind of you make it look like a trading post, put different weapons in there. You know, lots of barrels and crates, foodstuffs. Kind of see some nice ones in the corner there. And then of course lots of doors. So the guys came in here, you know, it obviously didn't go great. We had put a few patrons in there too, but the exchange didn't go good. The Durger tried to sell them some fake potions and shoddy equipment, and then kind of baited them into an attack. So they kind of fought through this pretty good. Kind of beat them up a little bit. I was a little bit, I think I made the encounter stronger than I should have. But you'll kind of see then this great little bookcase thing there. It kind of opened. So I had that trapped. Had the guys escape through there with some of the money, and then you'll kind of see where that goes. I'll take you guys through that, but basically lots of doors, lots of rooms. Okay, so close that back up. So it's just kind of the first back room where they kept a lot of the gear. So I had a few guys hanging out in there, and then we'll kind of come back over here through this door, which you can see right there. This door we had some more Durger. This is just kind of the main open area, like so. And then over here we had the Durger's, the main guy's, that's his little room and little handmade fireplace there. Beds from Dwarven Forge, like so. Tables, the cool food table from Miniature Building Authority, right there. Okay, and then we just had this again, another door in a trading post, and this was just another just had like a little guards quarters kind of thing where they were staged. And then over here we had a barracks. Beds, interesting story on those beds. That's a handmade mold that our DM in Gen Con made, and we're going to review those on an upcoming pile soon, but we thought you'd like to see those like so. Okay, and then we have the escape. We'll kind of come around here. The escape of an entrance to the Hornhold. Obviously this passageway right here would be longer, but you know, everybody wants a bigger game table, right? But just for starters, you know, just to kind of illustrate how that passage would wind out, what I would do is we call it a scene change. I'd pull this first trading post part back. I'd make that walkway longer. And then of course there's going to be the big fight there. A lot of diagonal rooms in Thunderspire, and so I don't like diagonal rooms, so I, again, the module is there to interpret and to create the scene how you want to create it. So we decided to put up walls there. I wanted to put a few archers. We have a very strong party, and you kind of have to have some missile attack in with that party, or they'll just eat us alive. So it's a strong gaming group, so I always try to throw a few artillery in there. That portcullis, which I'll zoom in right there. Oops, might have been too fast. Sorry. That's also from Dwarven Forge. Again, great pieces. Well, on the pricey side, but sometimes you got to pay for that quality. These walls right here, these are from War-Torn Worlds. Actually made out of rubber tire, which I love the recycling aspect, and so I put a few of those in to just add the effect of them walking down a passageway. That piece in the middle there, that's also from Dwarven Forge. That's from their Cavern set. Fantastic set. Been a while since they reprinted it. Hopefully we'll see that in 2010 though. Happy New Year, by the way. Then kind of just see the back of the Hornhold entrance here. Basically, lots of cool things in here. I decided we were going to drop a little hot oil on the guys if they don't kill all those guys up there, if they try to come through there. Haystack, just grab that. That's from JR Miniatures. Fantastic, look at that. Isn't that just the greatest? So we just picked that up. Those boxes right there, those are from War-Torn Worlds. That chain, that's one of those handmade pieces. We used that back in a previous flyover and part of the Thunderspire, but I love those things. Figured they might chain up a few guys, and lo and behold, there is a guy chained up over there. So, kind of like so. Threw some orcs in there. That's a new door I kind of just made out of her start stuff. And then right here's the armory. Alright, and that's kind of as much as I've built so far. A couple neat things in the armory though. Again, you'll see that bit box. There's a little piece from the bit box right there. Right? So I took that off a miniature. Hey, look, you got yourself a spear. Decided to put that in the armory. Those crystals there, I'm going to have those be whetstones, and give the guys a chance to pick up a couple of those if they can cut them off correctly using their dungeoneering. So, and then this is a weapons rack that I just made. So again, there's her starts in there with the bottom pieces and the actual gate, and I just flipped it upside down, and then glued some weapons from the bit box onto that, and that was tricky just because it was so hard to keep everything in place, but I think it turned out pretty good. So they're always walking into armories or rooms. There's always weapons racks, right? So I needed a way to depict weapons racks, and so that gives me a little more flexibility. And again, I'm really into a thing right now where I'm trying to build accessory pieces for rooms because I don't want the rooms to look all the same. I want them to be really different and have different features in them. So that's what we're working on right now. So like so, right? And then kind of have a little switch for the portcullis right there. See that by the chair? Then we'll just kind of give you a nice wide shot again. Right? If I can back up here without falling over. Right? So that's kind of your Grimmerzhul Trading Post, and that's and then your entrance into the Hornhold. So it turned out really well. And then there's also a secret passage right here. Oops, sorry. Hey, that's my time's almost up timer for YouTube. So there's a little entry through the bookcase, and then it's a passage that leads to his little quarters right there. See? So there it is, guys. That's our interpretation of a trading post. I think it worked out really well. And next we'll be building out the deeper part of a Hornhold, which is a beautiful dungeon area, and so we'll kind of build out all the rooms. That there's tons of doors and everything that fly over here, so we'll do a flyover of that and get you guys be able to get a chance to see how we built that. But I thought the trading post was interesting and had a lot to offer. So there it is. Thanks, guys.